Again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on demand, and we're out on a commercial project actually in Marietta today. And it's sad what goes on out here. This owner hired a company to fix these windows and paint them a couple years ago. Got a great price, really cheap price to do it, and now you can see why. So the guys are out today. Nothing was caulked, and so whoever did this work painted over rotted wood all over the place. And so you can see where the boys have already come in. That little fresh piece of wood right there is called a window mullion. That's made out of pressure treated wood. It'll never rot again. And so they'll caulk that in place and prime it and paint it. You can see if you look at the bottom of the window right there, that vertical line on the left and right sides that you can see, that's a sash point in the frame that was never caulked. And everywhere you look on this thing, all the windows are the same. And so on the left and right sides of the building, they just get a ton of abuse. So we got one of the guys coming through and caulking right now, but you see a repair like this window is on the ground floor on the left side. That thing's been rotted through for a few years, and it's all the way through into the tenant space. Now, we're the only company in Atlanta that'll even try to fix that thing with back prime and sealed wood. Otherwise, you're looking at window replacement. It's hard to catch everything on a project like this, so we bid it. You can see where the window mullion is falling out of this window right here, and that's what holds the glass in place. And so, you know, it's a whole thing is stitching time saves 9. The guys have scraped a little bit, but most of the paint is blown off of these things anyway. And you can see where the nose on this window right here, this sill is rotted. This nose is the outside piece is rotted too. And it just is sad because a stitching time saves 9, and you don't mind paying people to do the work, but you want it done right. And how to do that in Atlanta, I don't know. You hire Handy Andy for one thing, but it's hard to get people that'll do stuff right anymore. You can see this window over here, the mullion's totally missing on this one, and it's rotted into the sash as well. This owner isn't worried so much about the seals being blown in the windows. And then and we can replace those too. If you're a homeowner watching this, we do mostly residential work. You can see on this upper window up here, see the mullions, how they're broken out. So once it gets to the mullions, next window over, same issue. Once it gets to that point, your stuff is going to start rotting. The front of the building's in pretty good shape, but the right side of the building is pretty bad. If we peek around this nose, we'll show you this one over here. There's 2 rotted noses on these windows, and I can't really get the cameras in here to show you, but right in here, you can see it on this nose right here. That outward piece of wood rotted just because it wasn't caulked and painted. It's starting to get in the windows now, and that's what gets expensive. Same thing on this window over here. See it? The mullion right there is rotted on that lower window. You know, when the guys get out here like they are now, they'll scrape and probe everything, and anything that's rotted while we're here, we can take care of it. We've been doing this stuff for 27 years in Atlanta now. It's so hard to believe. I'm amazed that I've been running this company that long. Got some erosion issues from this neighbor next door here, but you can kind of see what's going on with like this window right here, the upper window, the bottom of the sash, the mullion and the sash. So the sash is the wood that frames the window. The mullion is the trim piece that locks the glass in place. Those are both rotted on that one. He's got similar issues. Part of what brought us out here is the tenant was complaining in heavy rains that they were getting water into their space, and you start to see why as you come across. This back right corner window right here, see the mullion? It's all rotted out. Same thing down here, rotted out. So they'll go piece by piece and probe it all. A couple of these windows, this second window over at the second floor, that sash is rotted, the mullions are rotted. So we're literally gonna go window by window and fix and repair this stuff. We're already here, so we've given the customer an estimated bid on this thing. The extra stuff we're gonna find, we'll just eat it and keep moving, which is what we do in a lot of jobs. You can't nickel and dime people. So we'll come out, we'll estimate from the ground. Like you can see right here, so this mullion on this window has rotted through. And if you don't repair it now, it's gonna be into the frame this year with the rain and stuff that we've had going on. It's disgusting to me that someone painted this 2 years ago, and all they did was use cheap paint and they slopped it over rotted wood and everything else. You can see closer on this window right here. So if you let the mullion go, as we did here, it starts getting into the sash, and that's where it gets expensive. So you see the wrinkling right here? That's because it wasn't caulked and because this mullion rotted. So fortunately we can fix almost anything on a house. It's a lot cheaper to fix her and keep her than it is to replace it. He's got some mullions rotted, this upper mullion right here on the upper window. But the guys will literally go each window at a time. This bottom mullion right here on this window is rotted. See the brick mold right here? It's crushed right through. And part of that happens because that trim wasn't back primed and sealed all the way around. This particular window actually has termite damage. You can see it right here. See the dirt that's been carried up into that wood? That's termites on both sides. And so when you've got a brick veneer and you've got wood that's not drying out, staying wet, it gives the termites a Hotel 6 and they just camp out in there. That's the only window that I've seen with termite damage. It's not active, so it's old damage. But once he gets this done, it's a nice brick building. So he'll be in pretty good shape after that, at least on the exterior. These windows back here are pretty good. They just are peeling. They need paint. You can see right here. So if you catch this up now, it won't rot out. A couple of the noses, that outward piece, were pitched towards the sill, and so it trapped water between the sill and the nose because the guy didn't caulk anything, and it just rotted it out. These upper windows, they're going to come through on ladders. I can't really tell you much about them. I can tell you this window over here by the electrical is a little bit rotted. Not super bad, but see, you can see this mullion's rotted right through on this window, and it's starting to get to the sill here as well. So we pretty much do it all. We've been doing it for 27 years. We do anything from handyman stuff to paint, to flooring, to kitchen, bath remodels, basements, tons of handyman repairs, electrical stuff, lots and lots of carpentry, deck repairs. You name it, we do it. 770-912-2829. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.